Go and get that started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Year 9 Season 3 Downfall reveal stream. I have not, first off, welcome to the video. Secondly, I want to go ahead and state that this is a live reaction. I have not seen the Warriors Den yesterday during this recording. It's Friday. This live stream happened yesterday, and I was unaware of it at the time. So this is going to be a live reaction to the title update 1 for Year 9 Season 3. And already we got Goki and we got Kensei here on the front covers. And these are not hero skins. This is just regular Goki. This is just some really sick artwork. But I don't know anything of what happened on the live stream yesterday. I avoided all spoilers of any kind. But we're gonna get into it today. We're gonna get into it. Let's see. This is the 200th Warriors Den, ladies and gentlemen. 200, by the way. 200. W Warriors Den, bro. W. Centurion face reveal. Larry. Oh, Barrack. And there's Lionheart. No, that's not Lionheart. That's Norgaz. All right. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Oh, yeah. He was getting to that. W Devs. Oh man. So if we just keep going like that, we're gonna be here for like hours. So this is what we're doing today. Okay. We got details. Cross progression. Well, look at that, PC players. Looks like y'all get y'all wish. Bitter in game mode. Ooh, new game mode. Okay. Behind the scenes with Max. Warriors Stand Trivia. Most viral moments. Testing grounds. Patch notes and community coin. Okay. Okay. Woo! Who was that? New Nabushi skin confirmed. New Nabushi skin confirmed. Now, was that a new Goki execution? Let me see that again. Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. New Wulan Breach map? New Wulan Breach map? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Is that Mount Fuji? Is that a new Wulan? No, it's the game or it's the game mode in Breach. Hold on, let me shut up. Let me shut up. That's not Kazan Castle. Oh. Ah. Ah. So what's this season about? It's clearly samurai themed, but what's it about? Okay, for the first part of this live stream, we're going to be covering the details, the cross progression, and the game mode. And then I'm going to do a part two where we're not really going to do the behind the scenes or whatever and the most viral moments. Part two is going to be testing grounds and patch notes. And that'll be my reaction to this year 9 season 3 reveal stream. So here we go, part one. Let's get to it. Oh, I'm just sitting here waiting like it's an actual live stream. That's a force of habit. Let me see. All right, tell me about these details, man. Come on. So I think that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Your boy is a breach main for those who don't know or haven't been, watching videos on the channel. Obviously, I think that was Kazan Castle, but it was like reskinned. Now that I think about it, because I know that little temple section that they showed in the trailer. I think it's Kazan Castle, but I don't know. We'll let them tell us. Yeah, it's Kazan Castle. Hmm. Hmm. Uh huh. Okay. One thing I want to say about this, because I gotta get it off my chest from, what they just said about the whole story. For Honor, I'm not gonna lie, your lore with these characters are pretty, not even pretty, they're extremely like weak. No disrespect or not, but your lore with these characters are like so weak. It is it is like really hard to find out that y'all been sitting up in there for months and you come out with some of the most basic stories mankind has ever heard of. Like, oh, somebody, her home is being invaded. She's thrown off guard. She's ambushed in the middle of the night. She got in the middle of the night. She got all these feelings running through her. She grew up. Her hometown is getting burned from war. Right, that type of shit happens all the time in war. What makes it different with her? And they said, oh, something inside her is steering, and you can kind of see her eyes sort of change I'm not gonna go back. I'm probably gonna like replay it in like the editing, but you can kind of see that her eyes change when she got angry, almost as if she got some type of angry spirit inside her. But the lore overall of these like hero skin characters, For Honor, they are very weak, and y'all need to do a better job. In terms of design, I like that. Hey, this is a OG For Honor character. She's not based off of another Ubisoft game, which I love. That's nothing wrong with that. It means, hey, y'all was in there thinking block, thinking of what character you're gonna do for the hero scan, and are they gonna be an OG character? And how, as far as how y'all tell her story, y'all gotta do a better job with these hero skin lores, bro. Y'all have to do a better job. The lore is not strong enough. These are like some of the most basic stories you can tell any type of human being. I could tell a 5-year old this type of story and they would probably understand it. You know what I'm saying? So her lore is extremely weak. Now they're about to go over the fashion. We gonna skip the fashion. But what about the battle pass? Mm. Okay. The event passes never really hit that hard, so I'm gonna just skip that part. Okay, okay. Okay, so that's the detail. So they basically going into the back. Oh, yep. Battle pass weapons time. Battle pass weapons time. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Warden. I'm feeling it. Give me an 8 out of 10. I'm feeling the lava. Oh, bro, I got the perfect outfit to go with these weapons too. Nobody's gonna have it, bro. Coming soon in the for fashion. PK, I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10. I don't like how the blades sort of curve up here too much. It prevents the weapon from looking too sharp. You know, like Centurion. That weapon looked really sharp. Looks pretty good. Centurion, I'm gonna get that an 8 out of 10. Gladiator. This reminds me of Ares from God of War, but he also reminds me of Hephaestus as well, the Greek god uh, who forged everybody's god weapons. As for Gladiator though, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. For Black Pride, they really all got the same sword. I'm not even joking, but honestly, I like the lava design and to it because, like I said, I got a perfect weapon idea. I said weapon armor set, not even armor set, but a perfect fashion design for these weapons. So I like the orange gem. I like the how the depth of the blade, the overall depth of the blade. You know, the shield is the shield. It kind of reveals this, but just a little bit more. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Now, Warmonger, her Zweihander only has the waves at the top. I like a Zweihander that got the waves going all the way down to the handle, so I'm gonna give her a 5 out of 10. Griffin. Griffin's all right. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Lawbringer. I wish we could see the tip of the spike a little bit more, but I like that Lawbringer has a different design. It's not just this like everybody else. For that, I'm gonna give Lawbringer an 8 out of 10. And Conqueror, like I said, I like the shield. Not really a fan of the flail, so I'm gonna give Conqueror a 6 out of 10. Ooh, Raider. That's a solid 9 out of 10. I love giant axe heads, especially with good design. I love that. 9 out of 10. Berserker. Looked like there wasn't really much they could do for Berserker. 5 out of 10. Highlander. I really love these little orange gems that they kind of squeezed into the overall design. I like the handle. Highlander, I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. Shama Mama. 5 out of 10. Look like they just took the ripples, and just pasted it on something vanilla. I don't like it. Jormungandr. I don't know who this is, but I like it. But other than that, like outside, the handle kind of fails. So I'm going to give Jormungandr a 6 out of 10. Varangian Guard. Okay, it looks better on Varangian Guard. Okay. Got the little ripple effect. I like the little lava right here. Rain Guard, 7 out of 10. Valkyrie. I don't really like the side handles of like the staff. I like the bottom, but I don't like how it curls up like that. It's like you're replicating lava, but you got a water pattern right here on the overall spear. The shield is meh. He only got one horn. He got 2 horns here, but he got 1 horn here. I'm going to give Valkyrie a 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's crazy. How did he only have 1 horn on here, but he got 2 horns everywhere else? Warlord is pretty solid. 6 out of 10. Not bad. Kensei. I love this design right here with the flames, but if you just track the blade of Kensei's Nodachi, it kind of like comes out of alignment, and then it goes back into alignment, and I don't like that. It needs to be sharp from the top all the way to the bottom. And you can see in this area here, it kind of it just goes out of alignment a little bit well. So I'm going to give Kensei a 7 out of 10. See, like Orochi, this is straight. All this is straight. It doesn't come out of place until it reaches this point right here, which I do not like. So I'm going to give Orochi a 6 out of 10. But like, I love this, like the black design to it. Shinobi, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty simple. Thank God Aramushi got 2 blades that look the same, but at the same time, once again, it comes in around here. It got a little bit misalignment there, but from top to bottom on this sword, it comes out perfect. So that's just, I'm going to give Aramushi a 6 out of 10. Hitokiri, yep. Hitokiri always wins it, bro. This is a 9 out of 10. Are you kidding me? Look at this, bro. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about, Hito. 9 out of 10. That's like the highest weapon. I think that's the best weapon I've seen. But hold on. I'm going to hold my horses. Kyoshin, once again, I don't like this little curve in because that's just not really realistic of a katana to like be doing that. He would have gotten a 8 out of 10, but that curve, that brings him to 6 out of 10. I don't really like it for Kyoshin. I don't. The Sohei's alright. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Evan Ibushi. I gotta lift up and see it. I can still see it even though there's 2025s in the way. It ain't all the way. It's not aligned, bro. It's misaligned. Alright, Nabushi. You get a 5 out of 10. I don't like that. Goki, I believe Goki can actually make like a mask that look like this with the white hair and everything. But I like Goki's little spikes on his weapons. I'm gonna give. It's not enough spikes, so I'm gonna give Goki another. That's gonna be 6 out of 10. Shaolin, I can't really, they're kind of zoomed out a little too far for me. I can't really see these, but the fact that they look pretty even, it's nothing too crazy going on. I'm gonna give Shaolin a solid 8 out of 10. I like it. Tiandi, I don't like the overall design of this blade. I'm gonna keep it real honest. I don't. I'm going to give Tiandi a 5 out of 10. Nusha don't really look like nothing special going on with hers. I'm going to give Nusha a 5 out of 10 as well. Jang Jun. I don't really like this because it makes your blade look thin, and when your blade looks thin, it's like how can I can believe you can cut through anything, you know? I do like the bottom half, and I like you got the little black swirls going up and down the staff, and I like this dragon, but the blade is a downfall, 6 out of 10. If this is supposed to be John Who, the blade don't look long enough to be John Who. I like the little pointy end, so if John Who gets like a hilt execution with a pointy end, it'll make sense. But this blade, it looks too short for John Who. 5 out of 10. Yeah, the Wulan weapons have not been that good. All right, what is that? What is this, man? Come on. Come on. I like the flintlock pistol. You know, you got the dragon with the ears, and the dragon got the horn. The flintlock pistol keeps me from putting it under 5, but I'm gonna give it a. I gotta give it a 5.5. A five. I said 5.5. 5 out of 10, man. The blade, it don't look right when you overdo stuff like that. Just make a simple blade. Put all this like right here on the hilts or whatever, you know. Oh, Magi. I'm feeling it. It's pretty solid. I'm going to give Magi an 8 out of 10. That looks pretty solid. Afira, and once again, you got 2 horns where Valkyrie have 1. I kind of like this, but it don't really look like a mace to me. I'm going to give Afira a 5 out of 10. Ocelotto, yeah, that's an 8 out of 10. It's a simple design. It's a simple design. But the Mahuito look like a Mahuito. And the spear looks like a spear. You see, I love the little section patterns that the obsidian comes out of. It looks Aztec, bro, and that's how they weapons look like. The Hatun, I like the design, but I can barely see the blade. That's gonna be 6 out of 10 for Hatun. Ah, Virtuosa getting her first one. This don't look right. I mean, it's sharp. I can kind of see the silver outline, but I don't see the silver outline. It is a rapier, so those are going to be really hard to design. You need to just make them just sharp and put all the design right here instead of on the actual pin sword. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. And ladies and gentlemen, those are all the weapons. So Hitokiri has the best weapon out of everybody for the battle pass. Now we move on to cross progression. PC players rejoice. At long last, y'all don't have to grind 2 different accounts. I'm just gonna pause it so y'all can all read it. I mean, this don't concern me. I'm not ever gonna move to PC when it comes to like For Honor though. I will with another game that's coming on the channel, but I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that be until I bring the game on the channel. But yeah, addition from all platforms, share content from all platforms, reset across all platforms, order progression. Keep the furthest progression, latest platform connected, most renowned is kept, merge from all accounts. Okay. And then that's the end game. Okay. Okay. So that's cross progression if I got any PC players that are on the channel. And these are the legacy weapons. So they're doing a little treasure thing. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Pirate, I like that it looked like a butterfly. And honestly, this is just pretty realistic for a pirate. Despite the blade being thin and they're doing the design, the thing I hate the most. I'm going to give Pirate an 8 out of 10. Magi, that's a 9 out of 10 because you got a scarab with beautiful, beautiful Egyptian wings. Yeah, that's a 9 out of 10. I love it. I'm getting Blue Beetle vibes. I'm not even joking. Ooh, Afira, I see you. You got the two butterflies, and then they making a little heart. Yeah, Afira, 9 out of 10. I love the green, purple, blue, and gold, and like the baby blue for Ocelotto, 9 out of 10. Okay, with Hatun, I like this blade, but this blade, you just absolutely lost me. 5 out of 10, because that's just half. Even wow, bro, I can't believe they made a blue sword for Virtuosa already. She just got in the game. And she already get these legacy pass. I like it. Virtuosa, I'm going to get that one an 8 out of 10. So, hey, 9 out of 10. This is just beautiful. I love the blue blade. I love how I can still see that it's super duper sharp. I kind of like this. This is pretty cool. Yeah, that's 9 out of 10. Not gonna lie, the shape of this shield looked like something out of Lord of the Rings, but I dig it. I dig it a lot. It looked like Jormungandr, right? Kind of also looked like a Viking ship. This little pattern. This is like the front of the ship or whatever. You know, the Viking ship. I like the little blue diamond. I like the blue handle. They ain't do too much with the blade. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one a 9 out of 10 as well. That's W. Yeah, those weapons are pretty dope. But we're gonna get into the final part of this like first reaction episode, and that is the game mode, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Woo! Oh yeah. Is this a PVE? Uh huh. Uh huh. Ooh. Y'all see that red moon? Okay. Okay. Uh, sorry about that. Okay. Everything's fast. Uh huh. Ah. And you see, this is what the problem is with breach. This is what a lot of defenders have with breach. Attackers being able to just permanently capture points. That just sort of gives them disadvantage, a permanent disadvantage for like the rest of that whole matchup. In terms of balancing, this is one thing the devs need to change about breach. They need to allow it so both teams can just capture it and recapture it back. You know, because you got archers constantly shooting at minions and knocking them out. Overall, it's pretty basic rules. Removing feats, okay, that makes sense with 16 because obviously somebody could just, utilize Warmonger, and since there ain't single pick, you can be facing four Warmongers in this game mode, and that could be pretty devastating. But I don't see why this is its own game mode. Like, what does it really offer? What's it bringing to the table? Because so far this looked like vanilla breach to me. They said everything is faster, no ballista, no power ups. But what? Why is it a game mode? What separates it from breach? That's what I'm looking for. So let's keep it going. You know what I wish they do? A tribute game mode. Try and like reignite the tribute game mode. People, when I go around asking why people don't play tribute, they don't have a reason for why they don't play tribute. But I gotta tell you, capture the flag is an objectively better game mode than Dominion will ever be, bro. Literally. It is so objectively better in almost every single way, but people don't really have a reason for them not playing tribute. Besides the fact that other people don't play tribute, like literally, they should make a tribute game mode, bro. They really should. Capture the flag is fun as hell, especially in a melee fighting game. Like if you can't find fun within there, how can you call yourself a gamer? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you right now that mode sounds like a waste of time. There's nothing going on that really separates that mode from the main breach mode. Besides, they just take away your feats in the final phase, and that capturing the zone gives you more tickets. But you know, there was nothing I saw that he said that really separates this mode from the breach that I play on a day to day basis. I'm a breach man, guys. Like I know this stuff, but there's like no type of there's no type of map hazards going around. There ain't no type of special weapon or item the game mode poses. It's just you move faster out of combat, you revive faster, you heal faster than usual. They basically trying to like turbocharge the final phase of Breach, but it doesn't really like it's just Breach with no feats. That's all I'm getting. It's Breach with no feats and no ballista. Um, and that's it. That's about it. You just gotta kill her to win the game, but it's not enough to really be its own game mode. That's basically vanilla Breach. I'm not even joking. Oh, we got new armor variations. Okay, samurai armor. Let's get it. We can add this in before we close this out. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's not what the armor initially look like. It's what you choose to do with it. Because a lot of this stuff is really customizable. But Kensei look pretty good. You know, I like this. I like this pattern. Not bad. Orochi, not bad. What I want to know about Shinobi is can I change this whole helmet color? Like all of this. That's what I want to know. I know everything else can change. I wonder if the pants can change too. I wouldn't know. Hito Kiri, not bad. I like Sohei. I'm kind of feeling it. It's kind of alright. Goki, yeah. Remember, these are variations, so all this stuff is already in the game. It's just a different variation. By double tap. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be part one. Thank you guys for watching. I'm about to immediately record part two. And I will see you guys all in the next video.